Hi, this is Alan Shea, and we're back with part two of today's Youth Saturday, we'll call it. And Asia has just had a very interesting session with a very phenomenal teacher who was enlightening you about singing and how to get prepared for your journey as a singer and as an artist. And to my far right, we have Kyle. Kyle was the behind the camera guy as far as the director. He was giving them direction. He was trying to identify how to capture the best. And I appreciate you, Kyle, for being real sharp in there. I like the way your look and direction went. So now that he's on the front of the camera, what we wanted the viewers to get an understanding of is what this process means for two young people at this time in their life, and hopefully you as viewers can see why they're taking on this preparation now. So I'm going to start with Kyle and ask Kyle a couple of questions about his journey so far and what really inspired him to want to get involved with entertainment. So why don't you share with the audience first what inspired you and where you hope to see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Well, what wanted me to get in the entertainment field is I like to entertain people. I like to make them laugh. I like to act like different goofy characters, and I like to do impressions of other characters. And I thought that this would be perfect for me to do some stand-up. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I want to do some stand-up work, like a lot of comedy, just stand-up at stand-up clubs. And then eventually I want to get into acting and do impressions, be like an impressionist, like the people on Saturday Night Live or Mad TV, and be like a comedic actor, maybe like similar to maybe somebody like Jim Carrey or Kevin Hart. And that's what I want to first get my career started up as stand-up and then become an actor. And once I've done that for a while, I want to eventually become a director also. And after I've done that for the next 10 more years, I want to eventually become a producer and do all of those things as one.
Well, you gotta your plate is gonna be running over. And for the viewers, and I'm glad to hear from Kyle all this passion, because one of the things that really gets me excited about our society is we get an opportunity to go out in the community and interview the various residents and young people, especially the young people, because it's real important to see how their thinking process is, as well as, and here's what I believe is a fundamental requirement if Kyle is going to succeed is, Kyle, what is your current discipline and commitment in developing your pathway to get to where you're seeking?
Well, you mean what I'm doing right now for that?
Yes. What are you doing? What are you committed to? Are you in any kind of classes? Are you in any kind of workshops? Have you gotten yourself a teacher to help get you on track with the skill sets that's needed to become a comedy or comedic guy or actor? Any of those things?
Well, I'm still trying to get a comedy trainer, maybe somebody who's a comedian or a former comedian. I want to get that so he could train me to work on my craft. But right now, I've given up hanging out. My friends keep calling me to hang out with them, but I never have the time to, because I'm always either working on the script or reading, because I need to do that stuff and practicing my impressions and stuff and my comedy. So I've basically given up my childhood for this, like Michael Jackson did the same thing, and look how successful he became. So kind of using Michael Jackson as what's the word, a role model, like, because just give up something like that, but the rest of your life you'll live like the king of pop.
Well, that's an interesting analysis, and hopefully our viewers can appreciate it, because certainly it's good to have role models, and it's good certainly to have an understanding of what the process is, Kyle, because if you look at anyone that's successful, especially in the entertainment business, I can assure you that all the individuals that are successful had to have a commitment, had to have a very high disciplinary approach to reach the height of their career. And so it's good that you are opening up your mind and opening up your schedule to begin to take on that, that pathway for yourself. We're going to also now talk again to Asia, because I think one of the interesting things that came out of the earlier session, Asia, which is refreshing for me, because I've seen another now aspect of you. And I say I've seen another aspect of you because your coach eloquently said to you that you must remember that you cannot be shy in being an entertainer. And he also said something, and I'm going to see if you remember what he really encouraged you to understand you have to do on the stage with your audience is to do what?
Engage.
Now, let's share with the audience what your definition of engage or engagement would be interpreted as from an artist's perspective.
Well, basically, it speaks for itself. You sing in a way that you invite the listeners, into your world. Basically, you have to entertain them. Basically, you have to just give them your all.
And so, based on just what he shared with you about the engagement, we'll call it the engagement element of being an artist. How difficult is that going to be for you to transition into that as a normal part of your performance now that he has conveyed to you how significant it is?
It's not going to be hard, really. You just have to ignore that feeling, that gut feeling where you're like nervous and like you only give people what you want to give them, but you have to like block that out and give them everything. Like just open yourself up completely. But you just have to just not worry about yourself too much. Like he said, it's not always about you. It's not all about you. So, just give it what you got.
So based on the lessons that you got, what do you think would be some of the techniques or strategies that you're going to use to prepare? I know you got a couple of things coming up that you're going to be singing, and what do you think you will use as a technique or as part of your training now to make that part of your regular development? And I say this to the audience is because I haven't seen Asia in her practice, and I don't know if you go home every day and you practice 1 hour or 6 hours or 5 hours. I don't know if Kyle does that for his work or what. I say that to the viewers because when I have tracked other successful artists, such as Michael Jackson, and I'm glad that you said that, I know that when Michael Jackson and his brothers were developing the Jackson 5, they would rehearse for like 6 hours in the evening after school, okay? Wow. Right. And so that was the kind of commitment that was required of them, was not only they had to rehearse to become very proficient with their skills, but on top of that, they had to go out and perform in front of venues to gain the knowledge and experience of how to carry those training into reality on stage. And so they would actually go out to clubs and other venues at night and things of that nature. So they could have a long day. So the question that I have for you two, so you can share with the viewers, is what type of schedule or regiment would you have now, or would you develop in light of what you learned today?
You said what would I develop?
Right. What is your current schedule that you have as far as working on your talent, on your singing? Do you have a schedule or?
Yeah, I do. Daily, I do vocal exercises. I write every day. I make sure that I get some writing in, and that's what I've been doing recently for like a few months. But I should be getting start performing in front of a camera and just critiquing myself on my yeah.
So can you share with the viewers about what type of time commitment you have daily for your talent?
About 4 hours a day.
So you would say you actually practice or work on your
I try.
vocals?
I try to put in at least 4 hours a day.
4 hours a day?
Yeah.
And what about with you, Kyle?
I try to put 3 to 5 hours a day of, that includes writing, practicing, thinking of some jokes, and practicing my voice impressions and celebrity impressions, the mannerisms and stuff. So I just try to do at least 5 to 3 hours a day of doing that. And then that's not including the reading I do.
So can you share with the viewers whether or not the two of you, as you have gotten on this path of pursuing your dreams of entertainment, have you aligned yourself with other young people, or have you basically stayed focused individually as you've started your schedule and move forward with the other opportunities of performing, such as you, Asia? I know you go out and perform at different venues. So what are some of the things you could share with the viewers that you've done in that respect?
In performing?
Well, not only in performing, but have you found yourself trying to build a team or team up with other young people, or you basically have been working alone and doing things on your own from that standpoint?
I definitely have some people that a team. I have a team. I have a few friends that are, committed, but then there's some that are just like, I'll ask them if they want to do this or whatever. They're like, they're lazy with it. So I pretty much go alone or with like one friend, two friends, my family, definitely.
So would you say to the viewers, so they can kind of see, for someone of your age and ambition, is it that you rely on a group of individuals in your age group to be a part of that, or you are more inclined to be working on your own and moving forward with what you're doing outside of your own peers?
I can definitely work on my own. I'm independent, but I feel like it's way, it's fun when you work with other people. You have different, creativity. They can give you like pointers on what you're writing or what you're working on. So it's like I like better to work in groups. Yeah.
And does that help also with the creativity
Yeah,
side
it does.
of
It
making
helps.
sure that
Yeah.
that they are feeling or what you're writing about register with them when you say something in a song that they
Yeah.
can appreciate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And what about with you, especially? Now, I know I've seen some of Kyle's spoofs, and I think that they're very creative. Especially he does his own editing, and he has taken the spoofs off of some very interesting shows and made them pretty creative. My question to you, Kyle, is, in doing that, I know a lot of yours is probably you by yourself, but have you found that you've reached out or have other young people in your group that you work with, or you draw on your own inspirations to just find things that you're going to use for your spoofs and what you're going to develop?
Well, I I'm trying to find some young people for like to be in some of my parodies. So I was thinking of using Asia, or I have a friend Gabby, like to find some. But it's hard. It's some of my like most of my friends, they're not most, but some of my friends, I've asked them to do it, but they rather stay home and play video games. And I'm like, oh, that's the last time I'm asking them because they're just gonna slow me down. They're not gonna help. They're just gonna, if they want to play their video games and spend the rest of their life playing video games.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within, and I've been there before, but that life's a bore, so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain that promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, 'cause that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share and no one who truly cares for me? Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Boy, I'm in love with you, but this ain't the honeymoon. Past the infatuation phase, right in the thick of love. At times we get sick of love. Seems like we argue every day. I know I misbehaved and you made your mistakes, and we both still got room left to grow. And though love sometimes hurts, I still put you first, and we'll make this thing work. But I think we should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go, 'cause we're ordinary people. Maybe we should take it slow. Take it slow, oh. Oh, this time we'll take it slow. Take it slow, oh, oh. This time we'll take it slow.
Action.
Viewers and hopefully Asia, after a interesting session, first time, hopefully you've learned quite a bit. Yeah. And hopefully you viewers have seen really what lessons Asia's been given to have a sense of what her efforts are going to need to be to really become the superstar, if that's what you want to become, a star, an entertainer, all those things, that's what you're going to have to do. So with that being said, we're going to get ready to wind down the show. I have a couple of last comments for both of you so that hopefully the viewers can see, as I said earlier in the show, it's not scripted. Yeah. This is being offered to all young people to show them really what is expected of you if you want success in your life. The thing that I ask of you, Asia, and you can share with the viewers, especially the younger viewers, really, why do you want to be a singer? Why? What is going to keep you passionate about this pursuit?
I always wanted to be a singer since I was younger. I love music. Music is just like number one. Like that's what I love. And I just want to share my mind, the way I think with people, and hopefully touch people, their hearts, and make them want to sing, make them want to write poetry and go after their dreams. And yeah. Well,
I certainly hope for you that you stay committed, because what I'm sure you're going to learn when I ask him his question, how important that commitment is. And what I'd like for you to share with Asia as she begins this journey of struggle and trying to define herself is really, what is the commitment about? What can you share with her from your experience, and if you give her some of your history, why you didn't lose sight of being the man you are today?
Well, everybody has their own journey. For me, when I was your age and I graduated high school, I was such a good athlete. Oh my gosh. I was scholarships for football, basketball, but I didn't love it. I loved the music. So I took my one way to LA and I got out here and didn't know anyone. I didn't know where to start, where to begin, but all I could do is work hard. With the couple connections I had, I gave them everything I had. And my career evolved from being an artist like yourself to then training other artists and then working on reality shows and contestants and whatnot. And that wasn't because of my talent. It was because of my hard work. When you work hard, your talent grows. That's just a given. That's what comes with hard work. And so that's why I tell you that's the basis of it, because it doesn't matter where you came from. Your hard work will take you wherever you want to go and further.
And the last question, and then we're going to close out the show, is I'd like for you to share with the audience how we met and why immediately after we met, we moved forward to foster the future of tomorrow.
It was just a routine stop at a Wells Fargo. Go on in, deposit my check, get a little cash back, and I'm just humming a tune, in line waiting my turn, and then.
Before you go there, why don't you recreate? Because this audience is what attracted me to this man and said, I must meet this man. Please sing what you were singing.
No.
Please,
no.
For the audience. No. And I'm asking because here's what I want the audience to understand. To never be afraid to share your talents, because you never know who is going to feed off that. And had you not shared your talent that day, we would have never met. So I'm asking you, please, for the audience, because it blew me away. I mean, really, when I saw him, Asia, I was in awe. I was like, oh my God. And I waited by the door because he and I were the last two customers to walk out the bank. And I introduced myself and got his card and immediately said, I'd like to set up a meeting so he can meet you, Asia. Because I know by him and what I saw in him, which gave me chill bumps while I was standing in line, I said I wanted to pass that on to you. Okay? So for our audience's sake, and before I let you go, and it was very innocent and very profound at the same
I don't
time.
even remember what I was singing.
Oh, come on.
I'm dead serious.
You don't remember? You want me to help you?
I
It was a Teddy Pendergrass song.
don't even know. I don't. I really don't. I don't.
You know,
I don't.
I'm trying, everybody, to show you. Well, why don't you leave the audience with a song you feel comfortable singing,
Okay.
so they can see what I heard. I thought it was a 50-50 Love, or it was a Teddy Pendergrass, because it was, you know, and I'm like, hearing it, because I love Teddy Pendergrass, and you were singing it, and I'm like, wow, this guy is just hitting the notes, but you don't remember any?
I don't.
Okay. Well, why don't you leave the audience with something you can share with us, and they can see what I heard.
Okay. I don't do this, but today I will. I'll sing a little piece of something I began writing when I came out here, and don't stop writing.
Okay.
Okay. Take me to another land, I'll be a Tarzan. Forever yours, girl, you can be my Jane. Baby, I have a dream like Dr. Martin. Somewhere that we'll find freedom from this place. That's it.
Well, we certainly appreciate you sharing that with us and your time, and hopefully Asia has landed a new mark as to how to move forward, and certainly, hopefully, a door has been opened so she can be assured that her dreams and success can come true if she's committed and stay focused. And for all of you out there, hopefully you've gotten a good sense of what is involved with being successful in the discipline and commitment, and also aligning yourself with the right coaching and those that can help to bring that talent out. So I appreciate it. And this is Alan Shea signing off from Our Society. Thank you.
Thanks.